afternoon, everybody. Andrew Steele here. Today I'm here with Rick Smith.
Nice to meet you.
Today we're here at River Landings Motorcoach Resort in LaBelle, Florida. This is a brand new motorcoach resort going in here, and this is a step up from anything I've seen. What's going on here?
Well, River Landings was put together to be small but elite. So we're now taking the last step here with our clubhouse and our pool, the amenities that we've been wanting to get in. And what's really happening is we've decided to cater to the select few that want a little bit bigger coach house, that want to be on the water, that want to be not in a 300 lot resort. Nothing against that, but we wanted to be smaller and more elite and bigger lots, all waterfront lots. So that's really what we've been putting together here. So my wife and I traveled for 4 years. We love the RV side of things. We're an avid RV owner as well, and we travel the country in various groups that we belong to. But one of the things that we like to listen to is what people like or don't like about their resort. And so for 4 years we took and made notes of, hey man, I wish our coach house was a little bit bigger, or just the opposite, man, this is perfect, this is great. And then we came back and we started putting our heads together, meeting with the local officials, and that's really what started to drive our coach houses, was the fact that we knew our owners come down here for a specific amount of time. And even though the buses are nice, every one of them are beautiful, they're made for 2 people. So we want to have an entertaining area where you could go in, you could have your family come down and stay, and we wanted it permitted so there were no gray areas about what you could and couldn't do. So it took us a lot longer to get all of our permitting in place, because we're really cutting edge with the size coach house and with the coach cover and the pools on top of it. So it delayed us a little bit, but we're full steam ahead now.
One of the things I noticed about this coach house when I walked into it was how open it is. So you got a view of the lake this way, and then you can see the coach over this way, just really open. Can you tell us a little bit about the design?
What I wanted it to do is not feel claustrophobic. So we spent a lot of time in the design process of how we can maximize your square footage, so that even though it is a little small, in reality it's large. And one of the key factors was the doors. We designed the doors so that you could have an open view no matter where you're looking. We wanted non-obstructive views out there. So these doors we designed to meet in the corner. They're a corner meet door. And then we took the cantilevers and we actually have them braced up top so that they can be open just like this 24/7. And then further, we wanted not to bump into the doors, so when we built our walls, we built them that the doors can actually slide right into the wall and they're out of your way.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even notice that until you point that out. But yeah, this door is completely disappearing into the wall, and then it will close this entire wall off. Wow. But these sliding doors meet on the corner, so just so cool.
Not only do they meet, but they're also low E and they're hurricane rated. So you don't have to worry, up to 175-mile-an-hour winds.
Wow.
And they lock together and done.
Now, while you mentioned that, Dean was actually showing me this casita has full hurricane shutters as well.
Sure. We had Hurricane Irma come across us, and we had this structure up and we had one other structure up, and even the pool cages, and we were clocked at right at 150-mile-an-hour gust at one point. And you ask me, how do we know that? Well, the Emergency Operations Center is about 3 miles from us.
Oh, wow.
So they're tracking the winds.
Wow.
So we knew. And so the superstructures that we put on our pool cages and the coach houses are all designed to withstand 175-mile-an-hour winds.
Wow. Very cool.
So thankfully, we came unscathed through the hurricane. Believe it or not, this area is around 600 square feet. Because it's so open, it doesn't feel that way. So this area right here is an Army Corps of Engineers spoils easement that can't be built on. So this should stay native, through time. Out here is where it all begins. We knew water was an issue out here because trying to do drinking wells was very tough because of saltwater intrusion. And so we had to come up with a way to provide the best water we could for our owners, because drinking water is a big deal. I mean, it is. And when they wash their coaches, wash their things down, they want to have a bunch of marks and spots, if you will, on it. So we actually designed a system that starts right out here that allows us to go down to about 5 foot off the river bottom. We have an inlet line, and we actually pull our fresh water up from bottom of the river through a series of pumps right here on the island. Each pump has a backup pump to it. So it starts the first filtration system right there, and then from there it goes into a 6-inch pipe and shoots it all the way to our medically grade RO plant.
Nice.
Which we'll go take a peek of.
Wow.
Yeah. So once that water comes into this system, this puts it under extreme pressure and pushes the water through these coagulation tanks, which pulls a lot of the big product out of the, and minerals out of the water before it hits the RO system. And so once it comes out of there, it goes into here, and believe it or not, so you got a 6-inch line feeding this down to a 2-inch line here, and ultimately it comes out as pure, clean drinking water into a 1-inch line. So this is a medically grade reverse osmosis plant here. And again, everything has a backup. 2 pumps for every single thing that we have going on here. Both of these are backup tanks, so if one goes down, we have a whole system to follow up with it. One of the things we did also was, instead of putting all of our drinking water into a tank, that the water can get stagnant, especially here when we don't use it over the summer, we actually put it in 4 different tanks. So we did 4 6,000 gallon tanks, and during the summer we draw those tanks down, and then we alternate the tanks so that the water is always fresh.
Yep.
And so this whole system again is monitored. There's a computer system for it.
Wow.
Checked every day, like on our board up there right now, it showed we have 62 inches of water in all the tanks.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm noticing all kinds of different awesome features here, and Rick was just telling me a little bit more about this coach cover and what makes it so special.
Sure. So when I was designing the coach cover, one of the things that I knew people wanted to do was keep their coach somewhat protected, especially here. We've had warmer than average summer or winters, and so I designed a one-sided coach cover is what I'll say. We designed it to fit any coach that could come in here, from an XL to an H to a Newell to anything that would fit underneath that canvas there. And we designed it so that on your driver's side is the only place you have posts, so that on your passenger side you don't have to worry about looking and running into something specifically. And so then the canvas, we spent a long time getting the canvas designed so that when you're underneath the coach cover, a lot of people want to stay in their coach, the satellite will actually go through it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you get in there and want to watch your TV, you can watch it through the canvas. And the canvas is not waterproof, but it's water resistant, which means it will shed the water off, but still some will come through it. Okay. But the idea is that you don't have to wiggle between posts.
And how many lots total will you have?
We'll have 64 lots total when we're all said and done. We have about 50 available now. We've sold 14. And so we have, we're closing out phase 1. We'll be opening up phase 2 as the clubhouse progresses here. One of the interesting things that we also have done is we have got about 48 enclosed storage units big enough you can put your bus in. So it gives people an area to have their toys, to have their car, their motorcycle in an air-conditioned space.
So what can folks expect to pay for a lot premium, or what kind of a financial investment can folks expect to make?
Sure. The lots here, are, being they're all waterfront, are basically 60 by 130. And so the investment that you're looking at for your lot that comes with a concrete pad and footers for our unique coach cover will be in the 200 range. Then you do your improvements on top of that. You know, one of the things I learned early on is whatever I do, it won't be right. And so we allow you to sit down with us, design what you'd like to do, make sure it works within our criteria, and then we take it to the next level for you. And we put everything together for that, from customizing your coach house to your pavers, to your landscaping, to your pool design. We help you through every one of those steps. And I might add that now we're adding models so you can actually go in, and we have a few models that are available to purchase as well.
Okay, and what type of an HOA fee can folks expect to pay?
We are right now about $1,130 a quarter.
That's reasonable.
That includes your water, sewer, and your garbage pickup, and some lawn maintenance.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, and right now you're probably wondering why we're standing in this building that's not completely finished yet, but there's a lot of cool stuff that's going in right now. Can you tell us a little bit about the building that we're in right now and what we can expect to see in the future?
Absolutely. This is the entryway into the clubhouse. And basically what we wanted you to do is when you came into the entryway, you have a decision to make. If you turn around and you go to the left, you go and you eat and you drink. You go to the right, and that's health and wellness. We'll have a gym and a spa and a laundry facility over there, bathroom facility off of the pool. Over here we have a catering kitchen, a bar that will be fully stocked, and an entertaining area. One of the cool things about this is our motto is taking from the Hemingway Pilar type of lifestyle. And so our bar is not going to be your typical square bar. We're actually making it into the bottom of a ship. So when you come in, everybody can enjoy and relax. TVs are also a big thing for us so we can entertain. We've taken that concept and rolled it right out to the resort style pool versus doing the traditional square. We've actually went with a resort style pool so that you can play volleyball, you can sit down, have a cocktail. The center island that you see there where the machine is sitting, that's actually a stage.
Oh, wow.
And so when we have entertainment, we'll have the band sitting out there. And then if you follow me a second, I'll show you one other cool thing that we've done. So this whole bar area over here opens up onto the pool deck. So everything opens up and surrounds the pool. And then on this wall that's going up right there will be an 80-inch outdoor TV that will mimic anything that's going on the stage or mimic football games or anything. So while you're in the bar, you've got full view of all of this.
Wow.
So right here, sauna spa area is right in this area. And then this is the actual gym that we're in.
Okay.
This is a big picture window.
Yeah.
So when you're in here working out, you're actually looking right down the lakes.
Wow. Yeah, it's a beautiful
Right
view
across
there.
the pool. And then, if you're in the pool, you come out, you don't have to go through the restaurant. You actually come in a private entry and you can go in here and take a shower and clean up.
Nice. Men's and women's locker rooms,
Men's,
and then the
women locker
facility.
rooms, showers. We wanted to take it up a notch ahead and to bring the right folks in that can just really enjoy it. And of course, being on the river and having the private island and the other things that we have here, it just really makes it enjoyable. And we've been very blessed to have good people come in, and we're excited.
And when can folks expect the clubhouse to be completed?
We're shooting, they tell us by the end of this year, the roof and the sheathing should be done on the clubhouse. And we're about 3 weeks ahead of schedule right now. We're really pushing. We're trying to get the pool open, hopefully by the end of January.
Rick, I cannot thank you enough for showing me and all the YouTube folks out there this awesome resort you have going on. If someone wants to look into buying one of these lots, how can folks get a hold of you?
What I would do is call the office and schedule an appointment to come down and spend some time with us and let us show you what we have here. We find that through our presentation, there's a lot of behind the scene things that really make us unique. And so the office number is 863-612-0104, or you can reach out to us at info@riverlandingswithans.com.
Huge thanks to Rick for letting us see this amazing resort. Greatly appreciate all of you watching today's video. Hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.